A very good morning and welcome to Breakfast News on NTV Sports. Let's take a look at today's headlines. SLTB strike continues. The Premier says that a small group who misled the public for personal gains exists in the country. Three persons arrested on suspicion in connection to the killing of the indigenous person in Maduroya. And now for those stories in detail. General Secretary of the All Ceylon Transport Workers Union, Sepal Lianage, says that the trade union action initiated by the SLTB workers will continue today as well. He added that they initiated this trade union action based on several demands, including paying of monthly salaries at once. The All Ceylon Transport Workers Union also demands that their basic salary to be increased to 11,730 rupees. The General Secretary of the Union further stated that these demonstrations are conducted by all workers without considering any party politics. He added that trade union action will continue until the relevant authorities intervene and provide proper solutions. Well, Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne said that a small group who misled the public for personal gains exists in the country. The Prime Minister made these observations at a function held in Padukka. The new auditorium of the Padukka Sri Priyaratna Central College is open under the auspices of Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne.
Other countries wonder how Sri Lanka went ahead so rapidly. The World Bank said that Sri Lanka is progressing economically in an unbelievable manner. This has also been said by the IMF. You know that many said that it is difficult to live since the price of oil has increased. Another group says that food prices are high, the prices of dal is high and the price of bread is high. A small faction who provoke the public in this manner still exists in the country.
Or three persons alleged to be connected to the death of the indigenous person who died after being shot by wildlife officers in the Maduroya Reserve have been arrested. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohan stated that two wildlife officers and a member of the civil security force have been arrested in connection with the incident. The police media spokesperson stated that the arrested wildlife officers are employees of the Heenanigiri Wildlife Office. The arrested member of the civil security force had been assigned for duties at the wildlife department. The Dehiatakandia police have launched investigations into the incident. An indigenous person died after being shot by the wildlife officers in the Maduroya Reserve yesterday. A high-ranking police officer stated that there had been an exchange of fire between the wildlife officers and the indigenous persons who had entered the reserve. The police officer said that the indigenous person has been killed in the shooting. When news first made inquiries from the director of the Wildlife Department, H.D. Ratnayaka, he said that the wildlife officers had attempted to arrest the group of indigenous persons who entered the reserve illegally. He said that then the group had opened fire on the wildlife officers. The Ministry of Cooperatives and Internal Trade says that the first stock of rice will be exported to South Africa before the end of this month.
Ministerial Secretary Sunil Sirisena said that steps will be taken to send 5,000 metric tons in this regard. The total volume of rice that is expected to be exported is 25,000 metric tons. He further said that it has been planned to export this volume under several stages. The government will thereby grind and sell the paddy stocks of the Paddy Marketing Board to buyers in South Africa.
Several farmer associations engaged in a protest yesterday in the Debarvela town demanding the government to increase the government's stipulated price for paddy purchasing to 40 rupees per kilogram. This protest was organized by several farm associations, including the Hirua Pattua Joint Farm Association. The demonstrators protested over several issues, including the non-increase of government stipulated price for paddy and the non-payment of pension for farmers.
We cultivated because they asked us to. Now it is their responsibility to purchase what we have cultivated. At the same time, cost of production increased, but the selling price did not increase accordingly. We have to sell 1 kilogram of paddy to purchase a soap bar or to buy 500 grams of salt. We are in the lowest possible level. The minimum price of a loaf of bread is 55 rupees. Therefore, we want the minimum price for paddy to be increased to 40 rupees.
Well, taking a look at some cricket news, where Sri Lankan captain Mahala Jayawardene has blamed the failure of the top order for the defeat against Pakistan that has left them on the brink of the elimination of the Asian Cup.
But Mahala Jayawardene said, quote, "When you win the toss and bat first, the challenge is to get a good score on the board that the bowlers can bowl at. A past score on this track would have been around 250. We didn't get anywhere near that," unquote. He also stood by his decision to bat first, a move that was questioned because the pitches in Mirpur have appeared to be better for batting in the evenings. Jayawardene though said the pitch actually gets slower and that with the extra bowler, Lasith Maling had replaced Kapugedera in the 11, Sri Lanka felt they could defend a decent total. He also praised Kumar Sangakkara and Upul Taranga, now a regular at number 6, added 96 valuable runs to rebuild the innings after the top order troubles. Sri Lankan captain refused to use tiredness as a reason for Sri Lanka's 2 losses in the Asia Cup. They had played 5 games in 10 days in Australia before coming to Bangladesh.
Time now for this morning's currency exchange rate. Well, with that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News, but be sure to join us on our early updates. Up next is a look at Good Morning Sri Lanka.